The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.
I'm curious to see where this goes and how it not. I know where it's going, but how it plays out fully, because I think we got two things: either artists, the mid-level, lower-level artists, gonna be starving even more, or it's going to push for a bit of a renaissance, which we're kind of pushing in music with everything going on with the award shows, with everything going on just in the actual music. There's a real renaissance of we need to take care of ourselves. They're pushing for you. Like there's a real. So I think what could end up happening is we're gonna start seeing a lot more people in the cities pooling, especially when local talent starts getting popped off. People gonna be like, we need some venues that are gonna play our local talent that's not connected to the bigger companies, and we might see a real push for more venues, even smaller scale, mid-level scale venues. And I think that could be real. And that's part of me is optimism, or part of me is like going to, I was in Anaheim, and that's my second time in Anaheim. I've been to 3 concerts and two trips to Anaheim at the House of Blues. For those who don't know, most House of Blues like that one, they have multiple rooms. They can throw up to about 3 shows on the same day. But it allows you to be at scale. So if you smaller and you still want a great sound, you can go here. You can go to this room over here if you're a certain type of band. And if you need the big room, have at it. But we're going to start seeing, I think,
we are seeing, and we're going to see, like you said, the creation of that underground market. If you look at what LaRussell doing, right, by being in, I forgot he was doing a show the other day. There was a main act. He like, if you can't make it to that one, pull up to Mines, because Mines is pay what you can. You will start to see an environment where there will be alternatives. There will be something else for people to do in conjunction to the main things. And I think that there will be a group of people who desire that. Like, it make me think about, like what Both used to do back in the days when Skyree was doing the house performances in the trap houses and doing trap performances and stuff like that. Really backyard concerts and in-house basement concerts and stuff like that. Really a real intimate feel. LaRussell, again, look at what he doing with inviting people into his house and having an experience where his mom is cooking. That I seen them talk about how is he worried about the industry trying to take his model or copy his model or whatever. Like, I can see the industry trying to recreate experiences like that, an authentic experience with an artist where they get a chance to just sit and vibe with them for the day. And so, like, I think that which is intended to do, as the market starts to seize up and get smaller, it always births a dark horse that comes out of nowhere that ends up taking over everything. So I think that that's one thing we always got to be mindful of.
One thing you can't kill or control is creativity.
Yes, sir.
And we create best in dire times and out the dark.
Yes, sir.
So because you're trying to find a way to exist, and it is going to bring about a whole lot of things. I just hope people don't get too caught up in trying to say, oh, I need this, instead of being able to be in their artistic self and think about what's a feasible solution that I can deal with. And I think it's important for like folks like us to continue to try to build these relationships with some of these venues, and then also build relationships with other people to try to make some venues, so that we can, if they can't go directly to them or they're not getting feedback, do they have anybody that's not in the system, in the monster, that can influence the monster? You know what I'm saying? Maybe pull some strings here, get some people here. And, I think, like, even with our name, Streets A&R, an A&R is typically tied to a building. They're tied to a company. But being out here, we have the opportunity to tie ourselves to wherever we want to time to.
Yes, sir.
We can build and cut as we need. So for me, I know that's one of my things. That's why I started this shit. Like, I'm like, we need more people here. We need to be doing this shit. We need artists over here. That's just who I am. And it's not just how I play music. That's how I operate when I'm trying to book and do all these things. And it's important to have people in places that are willing to do that.